Greetings and salutations, I am Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Victoria 2 as the Russian Empire. I'm thinking I want to go with the practical steam engine. It gives us immediate output. And it's not going to take too long, is it? April 48, that's okay. After that, probably going to go with medicine, and then we're going to try to push for breached on the rifles. Hopefully we can afford the increased costs here. But once we've done those techs, we'll have the basics for colonizing. Ugh. Words. So I think that's going to be okay. Yeah. And we're still having a fair balanced budget. Yeah. So again, I'm playing the very, very long game here. I have to. Our tech rate has gone up considerably. And that's good. We're still educating more clergy. We're gonna need quite a few of them. Do I have an extra army somewhere that I'm not aware of? Ooh, feed local poor. Reduce militancy, always good. No, all the armies are there. Alright, diplomacy, we kind of want to improve relations again. Certainly with France. Certainly with the United States, because they kind of hate us. Austria is friendly. Oh no! Brazil went bankrupt. Our friends. No! Hope nobody declares war on them. Let's increase relations with them. And the same with Afghanistan. So let's see, Punjab. You are still fighting this rather obnoxious little war. Wait a second. We can afford the infamy for this, can't we? We could. And we could also sphere Afghanistan, which we will do. You're part of our sphere now. You're part of us. Let's see, who's winning this one? So you're attacking into mountains. That didn't work out well. Or did it? I think you won. But you've lost sieges and not gaining anything. Minus 11% so far. No, it's going back and forth. They might actually succeed. So yeah, I was thinking, Kokand, do we want to do something nasty with you? Justify a war. Demand concession. Now I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna let my infamy drop down a bit first. I think that's okay. Montenegro fears our might. Yeah, I would be kind of surprised if Montenegro didn't fear us. Even though they are deeply within the Turkish sphere. So hopefully getting the steam engine will increase the output of the factories considerably. Then we need to grab the medicine, so our population will actually grow a bit faster and not die as much. And we might want to shift the clergy production out of the big zones soon. We're getting there. 2% of the population almost. Holy site disturbed. Let's just try to quell them down. We are getting a bit of a bit of unrest. Not exactly ideal. Where is the unrest mode again? There. The problem is that it's so difficult to see. Because the color just isn't strong enough. For awareness and isn't colonial incident, yeah. So we could gain a place in the sun versus Spain. That is actually slightly interesting. Though, yeah, we don't exactly have a fleet to bring to bear there. So, yeah. As interesting as this is, not much we can do about it. We're gonna push it because who cares about Spain? So we could try to get Luzon, Vizcaya, Cuba. Oh my. Wait a second, just how many? So if we declare war, place in the sun for... Yeah. So the Philippines. Or Fernando Po, which is kind of interesting. Cuba. Puerto Rico. Small islands. If we were to attack them, it would probably be for their Moroccan possessions, but we don't have a fleet, and we can't afford to build one, much less maintain it. But we're not going to do anything with it, I think. This would have been our chance, I suppose, to get into Africa, but yeah, fleet we need, we don't have. Speaking of fleets, didn't we start building a port over here? We did, and we're still trying to get resources. Oh! No. Wait a second, how does this work then? Oh, yeah, got that back to 90%. Just so our budget evens out. Yeah, spending on construction 10%. So that's why we haven't actually been buying the stuff we need. That's what they're telling me. Now we're buying it. Okay, fine. So we need to invest a little bit on the budget. Can we go full on that? We could. And drain our economy dry. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now they're trying to buy everything they possibly can. As soon as they can. So I'm gonna do that for a little while. Don't think it's gonna take very long to get all the stuff you need. Yep, he got all the stuff he needs. So now we're finally getting our naval base up and running. Don't think we're gonna get much use of it, but you never know. There might be some Pacific islands or something we can take. Look, instant war. What? So let's see here. Austria agreed to. And you mobilized the reserve. What kind of a war is this? You're at war with France and the Pope. Okay. The Papal Lacan War of Honor. France on one side, Austria on the other. Okay, enjoy, boys. They can't actually reach each other, I think. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. As for... yeah... a fair amount of our pops now. Here at least are clergy. I think I'm gonna shift that around to Bryansk instead. clergyman here instead of in Kiev. Yeah, do that. Oh, that was in Moscow. Oh, darn it. Cottage industry. Lose militancy, please. Yeah, okay, so instead of that, got... Ah, darn it. You, instead of Moscow. Right? Yeah, there we go. Much better. More even. Grievous insults. A CB against Burma. Well, not exactly something we can reach. Improve relations with them. A lot of militancy. Or we're just getting CB and relation. Well, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to actually attack Burma, but it's nice to have the option. I'd rather take that and get a ton of militancy and... Wait. You're Argentina, is it for? Argentina and Paraguay versus everyone. Again, that's a little worse. Throw the fish back into the sea. Make them like us more. Improve relations with France. Wait, what? Dreizmalazbagans. Okay. Oh, the housing ban. Okay. Let's see. Rescind the housing ban. That will give everyone tons of militancy. Or one province will gain. So let's see, that's 10 years, no, 20 years. 20 years of a wagon modifier in Ziazen, wherever that is. In Ziazen, that's a very easily found province of somewhere here. No? Where'd you go? Is it down here? Geography, I hate you. There you are. Okay, so this province gets a little bit uppity. So either all the Azerbaijan provinces go nuts, or this one province. Just one man. It's gonna be a 20-year problem, but that's okay. Yay, a practical steam engine. That should definitely increase our production. So our techs now. Nothing else there. Let's grab medicine and then go army, I think. Medicine, that will take us until 49, so we'll be a bit late for the colonial race. Actually, we need to get the inventions too, so... It will be very late. So, Kalat, that's not in anyone's sphere. Do you want to sphere them as well? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, you finished your war. You actually managed to get the territory back, did you? I think you did. Wow. Well done. Oh no! Oh no! The bane of any game made by Paradox. The combat-sided event. So let's see. But look at that! Hey, all positive. Thank God we don't live in such enlightened times. Keep looking at the sky. A colonized comet would make a fine satellite. Anyway, yeah, thank God we live in such enlightened times. And of course now we can increase our budget, like so. And this means we might even cut down our tariffs. Maybe not that much. Well, pops are gonna get more productive. Maybe not. Okay, a few percent, 2% of tariffs, that's okay. So let's see, loans given, we're lending a lot of money. Brazil is of course the biggest debtor, and yeah. We're not going to do anything with that. We like Brazil. They're going to be our friend. Well, someday they're going to be our friend. Let's see, the United States, they have puppeted Japan. Okay. Interesting. And we are now 5th. We are... yeah. This is kind of bad. We need to get better. We need to get stronger. Somehow. We have... not, well, we have 8 points. We don't have... I thought we had 0. Okay, increase relations with France. And with the United States. We know that the United States are going to be strong at some point. We know that the Ottomans and probably Spain are just going to fall off the charts. But everyone else will stay up here unless a miracle happens. Most likely, I want to improve relations with Brazil and Afghanistan. Lovely. And you're asking for military access, right? Yes, you are. Sure. March on through, buddy. Hey! They actually got through here. Interesting. So they haven't... no more people have joined this war, right? No, it's still mainly France and Austria. And we can sphere Brazil. Let's do so. That should give us some easier access to fruit, which was a big import earlier. Now the biggest import is tea. Still fruit. Tea and glass. Let's look at Asia. Let's see, we probably want to start influencing Xinjiang and Mongolia. Just a little bit. Just like sphere our front, so to speak. A war between the United States and Mexico. Yeah, it took a while. That is what war? American liberation of Nevada, Utah. So it's not the scripted event, actually. Okay. Keep feeding the poor. Yay, rather than plow. Lovely, 20% extra grain production output. That's good. That's going to give us even more monies. Well, some monies. David, tariffs down. Yeah, okay, fine. 0 tariffs. Maximum taxes, but 0 tariffs. So yeah, we're kind of draining our pops dry, but that's okay. Most of them can survive, I think. And alliance offer. You've lost territory, haven't you? No? Let's see. Diplomacy. Can I see territory you have course on? Only Colombia. Everything down here is actually yours. Is it Chile that has the CB thing? Yeah, I think so. And you're conquering, quarreling over that area. Yeah, sure. Oh, speaking of, we probably want to... Let's see, Colombia, where are you? Country, Colombia. C for Colombia. I think I want to boost influence with you just a little bit. And with Egypt. And then I'm going to shift the priorities here. And my thoughts on that is simply that these countries, they have canals. Canals would be nice to have. Don't they? Yeah. If you have them in your sphere, you can basically build the canals. If you could possibly afford it. Well, we'll keep doing that. We're now at 5th, so we've fallen quite a bit. But again, it's just we haven't industrialized, so we're far behind because of that. And we're not going to be able to industrialize for quite some time, unfortunately. At least our research rate is now reasonable. I'm still boosting up clergy, even though technically I don't need to anymore. But there isn't really that much of a better choice. I mean, switching to bureaucratic? Not really interesting. That's the one thing I never understood about this game. It is how we're actually going to do some conquesting, but again, that's not really the point of the game, really. Unlike in EU4, where map painting is very important. So in that respect, at least, this game is rather quiet. Oh, and the cart guy in... So... I'm starting to wonder where this event could lead. Let's see, where could we see the modifiers for our empire? Which screen was that? Politics. There we go. Yeah, assimilation rate is much higher. And so they're becoming Russian. Not that I've actually checked if they are becoming Russian. We're 22% animists. Yikes. Nationalities, most of them are Russian. Am I looking at the empire here, or am I looking select all? Oh, there we go. Select entire empire. I was wondering why we only had one minority here. That was seemed odd. A lot of small minorities. I don't actually know if I'm actually integrating them. That's the question. How do I see whether or not they're assimilating? No current assimilation. Okay, let's check. No valid target. No current, let's see. So core culture. Okay, so as long as it's not a core culture of the province, they will not assimilate. Okay. I'm just trying to understand how this works. I don't know if it's actually possible to assimilate in the old world. No, actually there is some assimilation going on. Here. One person. Because they're getting more than 10% of their luxury needs. Yes, so if they get luxuries, they will actually assimilate. What about the rich guys? Not a valid target, of course. So if they get their luxuries, they'll actually try to assimilate. I'm just trying to decide whether or not it's worth trying to keep that that modifier going. A lot of them just won't do so. Some of them will. 2 people to Russian each month. So this month is almost converted. And a lot of these won't. And Ukrainian is a primary or accepted culture, so they won't. No matter what. But if they're an accepted culture, it doesn't matter. And that's a lot of Ukrainians. Argians, that's also a primary or accepted culture. So they don't really care either. The Turkmens. Okay, so there is a very slight amount of assimilation going on. Which is kind of cool. And mostly it's the ones that are already the proper faith. Culture is not Tatar. Conversion factors. They are willing to convert if they change culture, if their literacy is above 40%, if they are in very dire straits and unemployed, then they're willing to convert. Okay. But not otherwise. These are all Tatars. And some Tajiks. Yeah, there are quite a few pops that are probably not that willing to assimilate, but you never know. What about you? So if they change culture, they're more likely to switch religion as well. That's basically what I'm reading there. And if they're well educated, and if they are out of a job and out of ability to feed themselves, then they're also willing to convert. South Italians. South Italians. Okay, South Germans. Not exactly the pops I'd expected to see within Russia. Interesting. I guess that's in bits of Ukraine, but as far as I can tell. So maybe they are emigrating to us rather than to the United States. Of course, the Russians are the major population. Yeah, well, all those cultures are also getting more militancy, that's the problem. So let's see. How militant are they? I'm going to sort by militancy. Oh boy. Yeah, these guys are really angry. Yeah, there are some that are now becoming very upset. Let's see. Mostly because they are a minority culture. But for most part it's the reformed side. They're not so concerned about everything else. It mostly reformed desire. That spikes these guys. And these are angry because they're starving and dying and everything like that. Well, there are a few. But not many. We've only been like 3 pages down or something, yeah. So there are very few pops that are truly upset. Most are actually still going down. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. Even though, yeah. So you can get rid of both modifiers and for free. Or he's still just one man. I honestly don't know where this event chain will go, but he's still just one man. I just have to see if I can get some better assimilation going. Might happen. Okay, and after all that deliberation, I think I need to take a short break. Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you for watching.